Okay. Woo! We made it. Hello and welcome to Westeros, episode 3. All right, everybody, welcome to Westeros. I'm Daenerys Targaryen, your host for today, and we are going to be cooking out of our Westeros cookbook. Have you got this for yourself yet? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. Last week, the very first episode, we made our spices. The second episode, we made dragon's eggs. This is our third episode, and we are taking on this. Yes. Now, let me get them out and let's just get right to it. I have the oven, so honeyed game birds. Let me get these draining. Sink is clean. Can you see? Okay, that's enough. No more playing with your food. Go ahead and let them. There is one thing. Now that I've handled raw chicken, I'm going to, game bird. I'm going to immediately wash my hands. Oh, it's time for a La Croix. Pamplemousse flavor. Whoa, chicken. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Pamplemousse La Croix from me to you. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I better put a towel right here by me. I think I'm going to order like a dragon apron because I always just want to take my hands and wipe them and go bleep. Not in my Daenerys dress. Ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and gals, the official Westeros cookbook, page 31. Welcome, come on in. We're making honeyed game birds. Here's the recipe. Tender young hens, buttered, roasted, and basted with a honey syrup, were served with hot gravy or a tart Bramble sauce. Now, I've got Bramble sauce to make. Game birds were often prepared for feast tables in King's Landing, especially after large celebratory hunts. Kitchen notes show them to have been at the table of Rhaenyra Targaryen, my great aunt, and Laenor Valerian's pre-wedding feast, an event most remembered for the tragic death of Joffrey Lonmouth, Laenor's lover. Okay, here's something to note. This recipe calls for 4 game birds, Cornish hens, mini whatever. Maybe you just want to use like a large chicken breast or a turkey breast. I don't know about going for the duck on this one. But here's the thing. That's a lot of food. And it's just going to be me and Grandma eating these. So I have 2, meaning when I'm going through, I'm going to read you the recipe. And remember, it's page 31 if you're following along in your book. If you haven't bought the book yet, after the show, I will put it in the links and the descriptions, but it's already all over the channel in the links. So hi, welcome in everybody. I'm glad you're joining me. I'm keeping my eye on the time because this is boom chicka boom. Let's go. We need 4 Cornish game hens or 2. It's going to be 3 to 4 fine salt, 3 to 4 teaspoons. So I'm going to hey, Tina! Thank you so much. It's funny. I was saying when I introed the video and slated it that it's me, Daenerys Targaryen, but hey, you guys, it's really me, Sherilyn. Oh my gosh. Hey, thanks for the gift. Thank you. I will give a shout out if you can name in the comments the film and the character name who says, hey, you guys, because that's what I feel like. Hey, you guys, I might be dressed as Targaryen, but it's me, Sherilyn. All right. We're going to need our Old Valerian spice. I've got that right here. You guys, watch the replay. We made all of these spices in episode number 1. So good. And the spices are good. The blend is good. Oh. YouTube, Tina's sharing that she has a thunderstorm, and I feel like, girl, send it my way. Guess what? In the middle of September, it's another hot day in the desert. And that's why when I saw that this has to roast at 400 degrees on a hot day in the desert, take a cool drink of your La Croix. You're gonna need it. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. Pat the hens dry with paper towels. Season the hens inside and out with salt, Old Valerian blend, and chopped fresh thyme and oregano. I don't have the fresh herb, but I have the dry. So I'm going to grab those now from the cupboard. Tina, I loves me a storm. When I was in Texas, Tennessee, and South Carolina 2 weeks ago, I got all the storms my little heart could handle, and I want more. Let's go ahead and grab salt, oregano, and thyme. You know, this is my favorite salt that I use. It's got the minerals in it. Hey, Christina, welcome. Come on in. TikTok's right here. Give a shout out. Oregano and thyme. Got the thyme. Got the oregano. Remember, we are going to be, oh, and I had a workspace. We are going to be having the spices because I just have 2 birds. I'm going to grab parchment paper and celery. YouTube and TikTok, talk amongst yourselves. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, parchment paper. Got it. Get the plastic tools to measure with. Got it. You can use a roasting dish, roasting pan, your Le Creuset if you have it. It's on my Christmas list. Hint, hint. Hot. Let's go ahead and get, oh, a sip of La Croix. Oh, pamplemousse flavor. I am going to cover this. Can you guys see my countertop where the cooking is going on? Why the celery when it doesn't call for celery? Because I am getting ready to move, so the kitchen is half packed, and I don't know where the roasting rack is. Okay? I love the smell of celery. How can you describe that scent? Anywho, that can either be put in a salad, put in a smoothie. Let's go like this. I'm going to tear off one more. And voila. If you too don't know where your roasting rack is, look, we just made one. Got it? And again, I don't think you can see. Can you see? Oh, say, can you see? Now, our birds, it asks us to season them. So I'm going to go ahead. Here's my bright idea. The birds back in the bowl. Salt. Now, the recipe, again, is calling for 4 teaspoons Old Valerian. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons. It says 2 teaspoons fresh thyme, 2 teaspoons fresh oregano. I'm having those. And then it was saying salt. Again, I'm having it. So let's get into the halves. Ready? Now, I really hope you will try this. Try the recipes. Try a Daenerys wig. 1 and 2. I don't think you can see in my bowl, but what we're going to do is we're going to roll it around in the spice. The month of September is half over. What are you doing? How are you doing? Q4. I tell you what, it feels like it was just Q1. let alone 4. Now, stuff the cavities of the birds with rosemary, shallot, sliced orange, and garlic. You guys, my rosemary plant died, and it was replaced with a tomato plant that has sharp spines. So enough of that. Here we go. This is our homemade Old Valerian spent spice. And now you can see I have both birds are just covered in it. The directions didn't say, oh, I need to put this hair in the back. Let's go ahead and rub that in and all over. Something that I don't have, I hope you do somewhere in this packed kitchen, is kitchen twine. If you don't have it, then just tuck those wings underneath. Now, these are all rubbed up. I am going to take another zhuzh of the spice and drop it into the cavity, just like that. And all over. I did mine in the bowl, so everything is just everywhere. Let's let that set a minute. Let me show you. Oh, you guys, I'm going to have to tell me right now. Remind me, send me a comment. I need to buy a apron. Remember, the recipe calls for 4. I am doing 2 because that's enough food for Grandma and I. Next up, hey, something I'm adding to mine. The recipe calls for shallots. In my little town, we didn't have shallots, so I went ahead and substituting. There was no fresh rosemary, so I'm going to substitute dry rosemary. I don't have shallots. My little town just didn't have shallots, so I'm going to substitute just garlic and onion. Here we go. Let's get the knife and the rosemary. Will you guys talk amongst each other? I'll be right back. I got to grab the rosemary. Rosemary. And a knife. And butter. And a dish to melt it in. And whoo, you guys, this is going to be a lot of dishes, but it's going to be worth it. Remember, if you don't have access, it's probably in the frozen section at your grocery store. Wherever they have frozen chicken, you will find your frozen Cornish game hens. Here we go. Now, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. That's done. It says to place the birds in a shallow roasting pan or cast iron skillet. Actually, I could do a cast iron skillet. I could. Couldn't I? The one I always use to bake bread in. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe we switch and use this. So, okay. Step 1, pat the hens dry with paper towels. I don't think we even did that. 2, season the hens inside and out with salt, Old Valerian blend, chopped fresh thyme and oregano. Did that. Set aside. Next, stuff the cavities of the birds with rosemary. I don't have shallot, but I have green onion, sliced orange, and garlic. Tie the legs together with kitchen thyme. We don't have kitchen thyme. Moving on. We don't have kitchen thyme. It's okay. Tuck the legs underneath. So I'm gonna switch to the cast iron pan. Let's go. Cut. Ooh, it smells so good. Ooh, it smells so good. Garlic. You guys, I have to be mindful. The handyman is coming to repair a leak outside. I think I see a text. Okay, he is. He's out there fixing it. Raise your hand if you like a lot of garlic. I like a lot of garlic. So even though they're little birds, I'm going to go ahead and pull little bit more off. That is how I get my garlic free. Now, I've got garlic enough for each bird. I am going to slice thin the orange, and then because it's small, and we'll actually slip this up underneath the skin. And then we needed, how much rosemary? We need 4 sprigs roughly chopped fresh rosemary. I'm going to go with 1 tablespoon dried. So let's go ahead and get that started. Everybody come on in. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let me know in the comments, did you get the cookbook? Do you think that you will? I'm so glad that I did. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love rosemary. Smell it, smell it. Oh, it's so fragrant. Let's do a heaping tablespoon. We're gonna rough chop this. Let's do 3. I'm gonna throw the root end. You could replant this root end. Let me tell you, see that right there? Soak it in water, it'll grow back. In fact, why don't we do that for science sake? Here we go. Rough chop. We don't have shallot, but we have green onion. That's the fun thing about being in the kitchen is if you don't have the exact ingredient, improvise. Improvise. It'll be fine. Into my bowl, I'm doing the shallot. I'm going to chop this up a little bit. So here's my fun thought. Who wants to do like a Westeros? I'm in the United States. We have Thanksgiving. It's like a big, big meal. Who wants to do a Westeros Thanksgiving? Like House Lannister or House Targaryen. Who's bringing what to the feast? Okay. Now we're going to go back to our birds. Since I had the bright idea to switch to, they said it wasn't my bright idea. Let's go ahead and switch to our cast iron pan. Let's fold this. I still want to use the parchment paper just so there's no game hen. Alrighty, let us grab a game hen, 1 game hen. I want to fill the cavity with some of the rosemary, onion, and garlic. Done deal. Can you see what I'm doing? You can't see. Come on, friends, let me know. Here we go. That is just right in there. And now these beautiful slices of orange. You can put it under the skin or into the cavity. I think for time's sake, instead of me fussing with it, let me just shove it in the cavity. Here we go. Let me know if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm putting that deep inside my game hen. I'm going to take the rest of this spice, which is the rosemary, garlic. Recipe says shallot. I didn't have it. I'm using your dinner. I do not have the kitchen twine, but we would truss this bird tightly. I am going to tuck his wings under him. I think it said breast up. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Done. Place the birds in a shallow roasting pan or cast iron skillet. Got it, with the breast facing up. Okay, so that is definitely turned over. Tuck his wings under. You know why you want to tuck those wings? So that the tips don't burn. So, you see? Breast up. Cavity is fully stuffed. I'm going to put them yin-yang style. Tell me you can see this, okay? Tucking the wing tip, which can burn, underneath the leg. on each bird. It is not trust, but we do what we can, okay? All right. Oh, look at that. I think we need to drizzle it with butter. Transfer the hens to the oven and roast for 30 to 35 minutes. All right, here we go. Here we go, friends. I have a lid for it. I handled raw chicken meat. I need to wash my hands. And actually, I should really take the watch off. I need to get a Drogon kitchen apron because I always just want to go weep. My friends, if I can do this, you can do this. And I need the lid. You've seen this pot before. I've baked my sourdough in. Kitchen scissors. I normally bake bread in this pot. I'm going to go ahead and trim the excess. And then we're going to pop it into the oven. Bon appetit. I'm going to turn around. I'll be right back. I'm right here at the oven. It is at 400 degrees. Birds are in. Set the timer. Everybody set a timer. 30 minutes. 30 minutes, friends. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Oh, everybody. Debs. Oh, Debs. TikTok. Deb Talk is over here for my pamplemousse La Croix. I just got a gift. To yours, clink. Cheers. You guys done good. You done good. My friends, do not be afraid of the mini chicken, the game bird, the Cornish hen, because I'm here to tell you, one, this would be my opinion. My opinion, this would be a really fun welcome to Westeros, like potluck dinner to do with friends. Everybody come dressed as Game of Thrones or House of Dragons and make a dish from the book. And then this would just, it would just be fun. I think it would be fun. Ignore Colonel Jack O'Neill. You hear him? Ignore him. Ignore him. And then my other thought was just for something. I have a child, my dear son, doesn't like turkey. So on Thanksgiving, either we go out or I get like just the turkey breast and just make it because it's really just the three of us who are going to be eating. And Debs, I didn't finish my thought. Anya, welcome on YouTube. Debs, thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad girl, do you want me to tell you about Project Musin? TikTok. Oh, you lost power. Tina, are you okay? Oh, Damari, the Cornish hens for Christmas, it's like a special meal. Oh, did you notice? Oh, your House of Winterfell? I love it. I love it. Well, Daenerys, House Targaryen. You guys, sideways note, and we got to get started on the Bramble sauce. I bought the contacts and I ordered a dress so I can be official Daenerys. But here's the thing. I couldn't get the contacts in. What's the secret? I watched the YouTube tutorials. I don't know what the secret is. I'm lucky I can see. All right, let's keep going. And actually, let me throw this for O'Neill so he'll have something to... Mimi. Okay, so the cat will chase the paper. You have flagged up. Okay, keep moving, team. Keep moving. I will start talking and having fun with you guys, and then next week we're going to be doing the lemon cakes, and probably the last Tuesday at 2 in September I'm going to do milk of the poppy and iced milk. I'll do the two drinks together because I don't really drink. Colonel Jack O'Neill, can you guys hear him? Colonel Jack O'Neill. Thank you. I think he hears me talking and then he starts talking. So right now we're on page 31. Oh, that's a sign of a good cookbook. Like it's all stained already. Page 31, we're at step 3 where our hens have been into the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. You know why I set mine at 30? Because I have a hot oven. I love it. On here, Rosemary, she's told me like 3 times how to calibrate my oven. Please forgive me. I never did it. Lazy. Number 4, while the hens are roasting, add the honey, orange juice, and remade butter. Oh, I missed a step. I missed it. Forgive me. I missed a step. I need to wear my glasses while I'm reading this because I clearly missed a step in number 3. It was with the breasts facing up, add half tablespoon butter on top of each. Forgive me. Oh, Damari, thank you for that gift. I really appreciate that. Okay, well, you know what? Cooking, I love 2 things. Don't we all love 2 things? I love cooking and I love makeup. And my favorite thing about makeup is made a mess? Whatever. Draw over it. Clean it up. Start again. Put some lashes on it. Call it a freckle. Who cares? It's makeup. It's fun. And I feel like that also with cooking. Like, so I missed the step about add a half tablespoon butter. So maybe we'll do that midway. But right now, number 4, while the hens are roasting, put honey, orange juice, and remaining butter in a small saucepan. Okay, well, there's no remaining. I gotta go downstairs right here and get a pan. Oh, Damari, I love cooking. I love cooking. I do not like cleaning up the kitchen afterwards. Butter, it was 6 tablespoons unsalted butter. Well, we don't even know what happened there. Let's measure with a honk. Measure with your heart, okay? Let's do a honk. Measure with your heart. And into the pot it goes. Just like that. Measure with my heart. Next step, half cup honey loosened, 1/4 cup pulp-free orange juice. All right, that I've got. Now, I wanted to talk to you about the honey thing because if you, bye Damari, you have a beautiful rest of the day. Beautiful rest of the day. May the work be easy and joyful. I worked this morning and it was neither of those things. I wanted to say, as if you need to substitute honey, this is my local honey. I think next year I want to get into beekeeping and doing my own honey. That's another video. Feel free to substitute maple syrup or maybe have it with agave. If you have an allergy or somebody does, don't do the honey. Don't risk it. This says a half cup honey, but you know we're technically going to do 2 tablespoons. Oh my gosh, that's good. 2 tablespoons because I need to have the recipe because grandma. It's just me and grandma. And then a half cup pulp-free orange juice. This hair, I need to put the Daenerys. The hair. Okay, half cup orange juice. But we're really gonna go about 1/3. You guys want to know a secret? I don't really like juice. I said what I said. I don't really like juice. Now I'm going to do 2 heaping tablespoons of the honey. And I will lick it. So good. Okay. This goes into a small saucepan onto the oven. Stirry, stirry. In a hurry. Stirry, stirry, in a hurry. Next, when the hens, okay, cook over medium-high heat, stirring occasionally, about 10 minutes. Somebody, 10 minutes on the clock. 10 minutes on the clock. Now put the hens back in the oven. Oh, we're supposed to baste them with that. Ah! Put the hens back in the oven and roast for another 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so while the roasting and the syrup is going and we're getting ready to, oh, we'll put this in our syrup too. That is all basting syrup. Look at us. Let's get ready to make the bramble sauce. If you have your recipe book, you know that right here, it's got this little suggestion. It says, pairs well with hot pies gravy. When I think of turkey and gravy. I don't usually think of chicken and gravy unless it's Mama Gail making her chicken gravy that she puts over cornbread, which I was like, girl, invite me over. There's Kingswood Bramble sauce on page 14, and that's what we're gonna do, and that's how we get this picture. That's the Bramble sauce, but it does have the gravy there. We're gonna mark this page, go to page 14, and Kingswood Bramble sauce. Serve this sauce as an accompaniment for white meat such as pork, duck, rabbit, and chicken. I would argue duck and rabbit are not a white meat, but let's not argue. With pork and poultry pies, it's also a good addition to cakes and creamy desserts. Now, 3 cups fresh or thawed frozen blackberries. You guys, I strongly encourage you, especially with today's prices. The organic blackberries, frozen organic blackberries at Target were $12.18. Let me repeat that. Target's Good and Gather organic frozen blackberries were $12.18 for like a pound bag. So what I've got instead is I borrowed some of Grandma's fruit smoothie berries. And this too says in a medium saucepan, add the blackberries, orange juice, brown sugar, and balsamic vinegar. Let's do it, team. This is what the people want. Let's do it. So, ooh, is that hot? Let me put it on a. Let me check. Okay, let me check. I've got a tub full. Did you guys watch The Bear? I've just started watching that. I really abhor the amount of profanity in it, but I like the lead. Okay. Mine, it's not blackberries. It's cherries, blueberries, strawberries. Work with what you've got. That's why it's called Bramble. Maybe in Westeros they have a bramble bush, like a blackberry bush. I've got that. We're going to do, oh, and it said a cinnamon stick. How much? Does anybody remember? 1 cup orange juice. Now the sauce, I actually am going to stick to the full recipe and not have it because I really want to have that extra sauce. 1/4 cup dark brown sugar, 1/2 cup balsamic vinegar. Ooh, you guys, this is my balsamic. I think I'm just barely at it. Did anybody comment the movie and the character that says, hey, you guys? If you did, I'm going to give you a shout out. All right. Ooh. Barely is one of my short films. Have you seen it? Barely. We need a pinch of salt and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And here's the thing. I have not eaten yet today, and I am so hungry. I need brown sugar, which I keep. Didn't I get it out already? Nope. I keep it in the refrigerator. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying over there? Okay, I'm back. Now, I have tried putting a piece of bread in there so that my brown sugar doesn't get hard. I feel like I've tried all the tricks. You know what works for me is putting it in the refrigerator. We need a 1/2 cup of this. I have organic brown sugar. It's from the brand Wholesome. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn on music. Let me put it on for you. I'm going to put this on the stove. Now, this says 1 cinnamon stick optional. I think I'm going to do it. Hi, I'm a Walmartian. I have a cinnamon stick because Grandma really likes cinnamon. And it goes. Now, this is what it looks like. It doesn't really have a smell. Okay, this is what it looks like. I think the brown sugar, the tart berry, and that balsamic is going to make a beautiful flavor palette. Let's go for it. Can you see me? Can you guys see? You can't see when I go to the, you guys can't see when I go to the oven. Sorry, ooh. Honey's everywhere. Instructions on our bramble sauce. In a medium saucepan, add the berries. We did all that. Number 2. Oh, I did it all at once. I am winning today, guys. I'm absolutely winning. And I mean that in a not good way. Okay. Ooh, child. Who wants to try the basting sauce? TikTok, have a sip. YouTube, have a sip. I think it needs salt. Ooh! Okay, moving on. Hi, your fearless leader in Westeros, Daenerys Targaryen. To make Kingswood Bramble sauce, we add step number 2. Add the salt and cinnamon stick to the pot if using. Whoops, we already did that. Bring the mixture to a simmer over medium heat and then turn the heat to low and continue to simmer for 15 to 20 minutes, stirring occasionally to prevent burning. Number 3, discard the cinnamon stick and push the sauce through a fine mesh strainer into a bowl to remove the seeds. We didn't use blackberries, so I don't think we'll be doing that step. You can use a spoon to stir and press the seeds into a strainer to release any lingering liquid, but don't stress out about getting every last drop. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Use immediately or transfer to the sauce to a sealable heat-proof storage container. Amen and amen. Now, welcome to Westeros. I'm Daenerys Targaryen, your fearless leader in the kitchen, and we today are making our honey game hens and the accompanying Kingswood Bramble sauce. Right now, where we're at in the process, oh, see this? Hobbs venison stew with onions. Something that, oh, next week, this is what we're making next week. Rhaenyra's lemon cakes. What I love about this book is at the top, it tells you if this is a easy, moderate, excuse me, or difficult recipe. Clink, from my La Croix to yours, clink. Okay. All right, moving on. Let's go back to our, oh, you guys, do you smell that? Ooh, it is good. It is good. Now, here's what we're going to do. It's 15 minutes of roasting. In 10 minutes, we can open that up and baste them. My fault, my bad. I take responsibility. I did not put the butter on when we did it first. This roast duck, I don't know what we're going to do about this. Let me know in the comments. Do you eat duck? Do you like duck? Duck l'orange? Oh, yeah. Laris Strong's meat pie is advanced. Like when it says at the top, difficulty, it says advanced. So more on that later. Can you imagine if I did get the colored contact lens in and was trying to read these? They're not prescription. They're the 0.0, but at the same time, Last week we made the dragon's egg, so let's go ahead and go to page 31. Honeyed game birds. Technically, we are on step 4. While the hens are roasting, add the honey, orange, and remaining butter into a small saucepan. We did that. Cook it over high heat, stirring occasionally. Reduce until it appears syrupy, about 15 minutes. That's where we're at right now. And we need to get ready to baste the game birds, which are inside my, I always call it my bread baking pot, but it is a cast iron pot. You could use a roasting dish. I had started to prepare my pan. I was going, you tell me, is this annoying? Let me play it. I had this on when I was getting dressed. Game of Thrones soundtrack. Let's baste those birds. Can you hear it? Will you let me know in the comments if you can hear it? Oh, brings back memories. Okay, keep moving. We need to stir and mash. I'm actually going to turn you just a little bit so you can see the stove. Hold on, fasten your seatbelt. Okay. Oh no. I like having the music, but I know it's okay on TikTok. I think it's a copyright violation on YouTube. Okay, then we're not, we had it for a moment. Let's go to the stove and stir. It's still thin, and even though that's butter and honey and orange juice, I want it to reduce a little bit more. So I'm actually going to turn up the heat on that, and then let me show you what the Brambleberry sauce is looking like. I think it definitely needs to have the heat cranked up too. For a moment there, I was going to put everything in the Vitamix. This, I don't have brambleberries. The recipe called for blackberries. Yeah, this definitely needs to simmer high. Everybody is having their heat turned way, way up. That is Colonel Jack O'Neill yelling at me, so I'm going to throw him a piece of paper to play with. And he loves it. Why do I spend money on toys? Let's have a sip of our La Croix Pamplemousse. And moving on. Now, I love how it is plated with the slices of orange. We'll do that. Though, honestly, I'm going to get a good old-fashioned white plate out to plate with. And then we'll put our birds down. Since it's Grandma and I think we'll probably have some green beans for a side dish. Let me check. I don't think... I'm going to go ahead and roll this back. I don't think that anybody has... I don't think anybody has got the... Nope. I said it in the beginning of our video that, hey you guys, if you know the film and if you know the character that says that, I'm going to drop you a hint. It is a 80s film, 80s young adult teenager film. One of the characters says, hey you guys. I'll give you a shout out. And then let us go back to this. Yes, when the hens have been roasting for 30 to 35 minutes, baste them with half the sauce, reserving the remaining half for later. If you haven't got your book yet, whether you love to cook, you love a cookbook, you have a rabid Game of Thrones fan, get them this book. This would make a beautiful gift. And I really think for anybody who is looking ahead to fall weather, to having gatherings, maybe even if you got football gatherings, family gatherings, how fun would it be that you guys dress up and come as your favorite house? You could be Targaryen, you could be Tully, you could be Lannister. That whole sister and brother bit is funky. Pick the house that you want to be. Ooh, House Snow. And make a dish from the cookbook and then get together and enjoy and then play charades as your favorite Game of Thrones character. Okay, let's look at our sauces. This is a really, step 8 is really important. It says allow the hens to rest 10 minutes before serving. That is so key. Now, let's go. You guys, it is at a high simmer. This one is not. I'm going to go ahead and crush those berries a little bit. You know what? It just takes time. It just takes time. So on that happy note, take a sip of your water if you want to. I'm going to take a minute and do a quick tidy up of our work area. Wholesome brand. This sugar gives back to communities. Love that. Fair trade and organic certified. I do have some like this we can just throw away. I am so excited to show you guys. It won't be here for 3 weeks. I ordered a custom made Daenerys Targaryen dress, and I'm just really hoping eBay does me right. I don't know if you remember, if you weren't here at the beginning of the video, we were talking about how I couldn't find the roasting pan top. It's just a rack. So you can always substitute ribs of celery for a roasting rack. I don't think we're actually even going to use this, so let me put it away. I didn't use these celery, so back in the bag for the next meal. I am going to save the tops. Back in the bag. I didn't have fresh thyme or a oh, you guys, I hope where you're at, you are able to grow fresh herbs. Where I'm at, the desert is so incredibly hot that nothing grows. Nopalitas grows here. I'm going to go ahead and put these in the top. You guys, honestly, I feel like Daenerys in her wig needs like a hairnet because it's so much hair. I used dried rosemary instead of fresh rosemary, and it's inside the cavity of those little birds. I bought my Cornish game hens. Maybe you could go hunt your own, but I got mine from the Walmart. It's the Tyson brand, and it was 2 hens for $10.44. I think each hen is maybe a pound. Ooh. Should we dig in the trash? Yeah, we should, huh? Okay. If you didn't see it, earlier on the channel, I posted a video of me getting these birds rinsed and ready. Please, it could be my personal nature. I just highly recommend whenever you get meat, wash it when you get home. Just wash it, dry it. Into the trash we go. Where is that? Oh, here it is. It's so gross. Okay. I didn't even think about it till this moment. Keep frozen, Best Buy, got that. It does say 4% retained water, gross, no added hormones. Well, thanks for that. It doesn't say what the individual weight is. Oh no. Okay, I was in a hurry, so I really turned up the heat, and all of the syrup just boiled over underneath the burner. Cry me a river. This is actually getting to where we want it to be. I know me. I will probably just throw that burnt berry juice. You know how underneath your burner it has a catch pan? You can buy more of those, or you can cover the one that you have with an aluminum foil. I cannot imagine scrubbing that burnt berry off of there. I will probably toss it and just get a new one. Okay, keep moving, team. We have 4 minutes on the clock for those birds to come out, and we're gonna baste them with our honeyed orange juice and salt, rosemary. I'm gonna get some, I gotta grab a hot mitt. Okay, I have a variety of hot mitts, one for Christmas, one, I don't know, one has seen better days. Hey! John Davis, welcome. I saw you on a live. Say hello. YouTube is right here. YouTube over on the TikTok, longtime TikTok friend, John Davis, just entered into the chat. I'm so glad you're here. And thank you for that gift. John, if you haven't heard, I am doing a cooking series based off of the blog and film. John, thank you for that. Do you remember Julie and Julia? Okay, same idea. I'm dressed as Daenerys Targaryen, and I'm cooking my way through the official Westeros cookbook. And today we're doing honeyed game birds. Look at that. I have those little birds in the oven right now. 2 minutes on the clock till we bring them out, and then we're gonna baste them. Oh, John, that movie was so good. YouTube, if you haven't watched, stars Amy Adams. Oh, Amy Adams, Stanley Tucci, and I think it was Meryl Streep as your kid did a cooking series. John, tag me in it. I'd love to watch. I watch a lot of cooking shows and I read a lot of cookbooks. Oh, I just watched an excellent cooking movie. It's called The Taste of Things. It's in French. It's got subtitles. It's so worth your time. Friends, I would not steer you wrong when it came to films. Oh, what's burning? Oh, you know what's burning? Where the pan overflowed. Darn it. Don't be in a rush. Ah. Okay. Okay. Our basting sauce ready. It's not as thick as I would like. Our brambleberry sauce, looking pretty bramble. I was in a hurry and it cooked over and it is burning and stinky. Let's keep moving. John, if you didn't see it, the first video in this series, I made all of the Westeros spices of each land. This is the Old Valerian. So good. I had all intentions of using the mushrooms. I forgot. Oh, the Texas place has wild, raw, turkey tail mushrooms. I'm going to eat some. I am going to cut some, clean them, and eat them. Let's get ready to pull that pot out. This wig. Okay. Can you see? Let me turn you. I hope everybody can see. We're going in. We're going to bring the pot out. I will put it here so you can you see? You can see. All right. This wig needs a hairnet or something. Y'all be praying for me. I'm going in with like this flammable stuff on the head. Okay. Can you see? How many times have I asked you? Can you see? I don't want you to miss it. All right, let's get ready. Oh, they're cute. They're cute. Look. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, you guys, that's cute dinner right there. All right, we need to baste these. I rushed this. It should be a little bit thicker. It is just barely starting to get thick. Did you see that? It needs to be thicker. But it is what it is, so let's go. I'm going to save a little bit for that very last. Basted. Basted. Lid is going back on. It's going back in the oven for another 30 minutes. Put it on your timer. Okay, just to bring you up to see, in case you couldn't see well what I was doing, we basted our. Oh, I know. I love it when Pop's Kitchen he's singing or playing a song or doing something in that baking time. But where we're at is the basting sauce, which I'm going to go over that with it for you so you can jot it down in case you don't have the book yet. Book is in a link on another post, and I will put it into the comments afterwards. And then the Bramble sauce, which is, John, if you haven't seen the photo, look, it's so gorgeous. It's so, and actually, ours is looking this good. Those little birds, I did not do a traditional, like, overnight brine on the birds. I just did a good cleanse and maybe a few hours, 3 hours, soaking in salt and vinegar water because I wanted to, like, really clean that meat. So here we go, page 31, honeyed game birds. Number 5, when the hens have been roasting for 30, oh, look it, hold on YouTube, you don't do this part. I need to do the puzzle piece on, yes. Hi, Rosemary, welcome in. Thank you, Rosemary. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been on live cooking, but here we are. Welcome to Westeros. I'm Daenerys Targaryen. Just kidding, guys. It's me, Sherilyn, and I am cooking my way through this cookbook. Yes, just like Julie and Julia. Julie cooked through Julia Child's cookbook, like all of the recipes, and I'm doing the same. We started with making the spices. I got them all right here. There's 5 total from the very beginning of the book. Dornish, Old Valerian, we made them Essos, because you need it in all of these recipes, and you don't want to be making that Old Valerian spice every time, or you need the Dornish spice. You don't want to be trying to mix it every time. So to start the entire series, we made all of our spices. It's me, Rosemary, Sherilyn. I'm just dressed as Daenerys. We're making honeyed game birds. Oh, and Rosemary, you guys, YouTube, Rosemary and I are both in Arizona. I don't know who had the bright idea to be making these roast at 400 degrees temperature in the house in the middle of the day. Rosemary, I mean, come on. It's hot in here, and I got the wig on. It's hot. Okay, here we go. Step 6. Okay, number 5 finished with, when the hens have been roasting for 30 minutes, baste them with half the sauce, reserving the remaining half for later. We've got that done. We have our Bramble. Actually, I gotta turn that way down. There's just barely any basting sauce left. Our Bramble sauce is still, yeah, not good, not good. Rosemary, you missed the part where I was in a rush, and so I turned up the heat on the brambleberry sauce, and it just boiled over, and now there is a nice, big, thick, sticky, burnt pile in the cash pan under the burner. You know what I'll be doing later. Oh my gosh, you know what really I'll be doing later? Are you watching Alien Earth on Hulu? I actually bought Hulu to watch that series because I am the biggest Xenomorphs fan out there. Oh, for anybody who just joined in, if you have a honey allergy, it's okay. You can still make a honeyed game bird. I would switch out maple syrup. True story. It'll have slightly different flavor, but it'll be the same idea. And yes, I am cleaning as I'm going so that at the end it is not this massive mess. I do have half my orange left over for garnish. Grandma and I are going to be eating this, and I think I'm just going to open a can of home canned green beans for a side with that little bird. We're going to go through our recipe. Let's have a sip of La Croix. So good. Welcome to Westeros. I'm Daenerys, your host. I just like saying it. Hi, meow meows. Welcome. Oh, YouTube. Okay. Debs. Thank you, Debs. Here we go. We're on number 6, instruction number 6 in our honeyed game birds. And it says, put the hens back in the oven and roast for another 10 to 15 minutes or until internal temperature of the largest bird reads 160 degrees in the thickest part of the thigh, which is funny. On those little birds, the thickest part of the thigh is like my thumb. Then we're going to remove the hens from the oven and drizzle or brush with the remaining sauce and allow the hens to rest. Please put like a pin in that because I want to take the lid off of my pan in the oven like the last 10 minutes. So if you want to grab something to take notes with, or I don't know, pen and paper, your tablet, hit the recorder. We're going to go through the recipe together. I understand if this looks good to you and you want to try it, maybe you don't want to order the whole book. I think you should get the book. I think, like, on the other side, business-wise, I am in all these meetings with X holiday campaign, Walmart Connect holiday campaign. I'm telling you, they are so ramped up for Christmas holiday season shopping. Like the whole idea that it starts Black Friday. No, ma'am, no, sir. The back end side of it are ramped up for October 1st. Yes, October 1st. So, long story short, I think this would make an excellent gift for somebody. If I love cookbooks, if you gave me this as a gift, I'd be delighted, but I already own it. So here we go. Pens and paper ready. Pamplemousse, sip of La Croix. Honeyed game birds. You will need 4 Cornish game hens. Mini chickens. And if you don't want to buy that, you're like, I'm just going to do a chicken breast or maybe a whole chicken or half a chicken. You can do a whole chicken and spatchcock it. Okay? 4 Cornish game hens. 3, oh mercy, I'm hungry. Did you see what I just did? I said 3. What I meant was 3 to 4 tablespoons of fine salt. 4 tablespoons of the Old Valerian blend, which we made on our very first, I will repost it on our very first video in the Welcome to Westeros series. I went through this. And so you need 4 teaspoons Old Valerian blend, 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme. If you don't have fresh, it's okay. Use dry. I did. 2 teaspoons fresh oregano, if you're British. 4 sprigs fresh rosemary. If you don't have fresh, no worries. I didn't. Just use your dried spices. It's cooking. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun together. 4 shallots, roughly chopped. I didn't have shallots, so I used green onion. It's right here. I use green onion. 1 small orange sliced, 8 garlic cloves, and you do that to taste. And remember, this recipe, these numbers are for the 4 Cornish game hens. So adjust it to what you're cooking, whether you're roasting a whole chicken, whether you're doing just chicken breasts. It's doable. It's cooking. It's fun. 6 tablespoons unsalted butter, 1/2 cup honey, 1/2 cup pulp-free orange juice. Whether it's fresh, concentrate, from the refrigerator, whatever you've got. Just those things. And then here's the simple instructions. Wash and clean your hens, dry them, season them inside and out with the salt, the old valerian blend, and chopped fresh thyme and oregano. Set aside. We did that. And we just rolled them all in a big bowl right here. And then I set it aside. Then you are to stuff the cavities of the birds with the rosemary, shallot, sliced orange, and garlic. Tie the legs of the birds together using kitchen twine. Hey, I don't know where mine is. Okay, if you don't have kitchen twine, it is okay and fine. Just tuck the tips underneath the bird because they'll burn. Moving on. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Place the birds in a shallow roasting pan or a cast iron skillet. I'm using cast iron skillet and it says breast ups. Why? This is really important because it's the thickest, meatiest part. It's got to get the most heat. Moving on. Here's the step I missed. Oh, stir. You guys, my bramble sauce is looking a little brambly. All right, I'm just using the back of my spoon to crush it. Finally, it's getting to a syrup. Oh, that smells good. In my opinion, you can never go wrong with butter. Okay, let's finish up this recipe. I missed this step about basting it before I put it in the oven, so I missed the step. You should be basting it 3 times. My birds are only going to get 2 times. Then you put the hens back in the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes or until the internal temperature. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. They should roast for a total of 1 hour, 60 minutes. Hens back in. I'm going to take the lid off at 10 minutes till so they can get like a nice brown skin. And then we're going to remove them from the oven and drizzle them and let them cool. Now, let's go to the bramble sauce. Please take notes so that if you don't have the book, you can have all of this just at your fingertips. The replay TikTok, the entire replay of the video and everything we've talked to will be on YouTube because something's different. I can cut clips on TikTok, but I'm not able to post the entire live replay. But it'll be on YouTube and it's the same thing, at the Sherilyn Show. And speaking of show, I could really use your help. I am looking for sponsors for Welcome to Westeros series. It is 100 recipes. That's why this book is such a good value. What the heck did I get myself into, you guys? It's 100 recipes. We're only on the 2nd recipe. I'm looking for a sponsor. If you know of a food brand, a snack brand, a cooking device, kitchen appliance, anything that has to do with Game of Thrones, cooking, food, spices, give them my name, DM me, because I'm looking for sponsors to partner with for 98 more recipes. Shall we go over the Kingswood Bramble sauce? Let's do it together. Now, 3 cups fresh or thawed frozen blackberries. Please put like a big hairy pin in this because I didn't have blackberries. I didn't have frozen blackberries. I live in a very, very small town. So when I went to the next small town over that has a Target, Target had 1 pound frozen bag, Good and Gather organic blackberries for $12.18. And I didn't buy it. So moving on. I use mixed berries. It's strawberries, blueberries, cherries. The name of this is Kingswood Bramble Sauce. 3 cups fresh or thawed frozen blackberries. 1 cup pulp-free orange juice. It does not specify if you have concentrate, fresh, or like a jug of Minute Maid. It just says 1 cup pulp-free orange juice. 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar. If you have light brown, I don't think anybody's going to care, okay? It's going to be fine. 1/2 cup balsamic vinegar. And on this one, honestly, I didn't have quite, I had like a third. I didn't have quite enough of the balsamic. Again, go with it. It's going to be fine. Just make this new recipe. Make something fresh. Then, a 1/2 teaspoon fine salt. I use this. It actually is not fine salt. You get this right there on TikTok Shop, Amazon. I get mine on Amazon all the time. And it is the Selena Naturally brand Celtic sea salt. It is, when you open this bag, you're like, my salt is wet. Good. Amen. This is deep, mineral rich sea salt. It's so good for you. I think you're going to love it. So when it says 1/2 teaspoon fine salt, I use chunkiest salt there is. I love it. And then 1 cinnamon stick is optional. And honestly, Grandma loves cinnamon. I don't care. I put the cinnamon stick in. And if we want to go, and then it is medium saucepan, everything, potato masher muddler, make it mushy, simmer it, discard the cinnamon stick, and use immediately or transfer. Here's the thing. I missed a few of those steps. I made a tremendous burned berry sauce. Ugh. Okay. And honestly, look, can you see? It's not thickening up. Here. It is, I can get the immersion blender out for my Bramble sauce, but this is not thick. Let me do a little mashing. Do you guys watch Dara? Not Dara from MTV. I think, or is it Dara? Dara? She'll have on this ultra elegant gown and be like, my kids wanted fruit roll-ups, so I'm going to start with some fresh mango. Have you seen her videos? I love them. I love them. And I'm just wondering, how do you keep cleaning that kitchen? I'm using the spoon to mash the berry. Okay. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. There is a schmutz on the spoon. Let's go ahead and taste it. It's good. It's good. And by the way, it's, with respect to the book, it's not kapow, wow, oh my gosh, you have to try this. I think it's a very basic, simple, fruit-based syrup. Oh, I got to check my text, you guys. Yeah, it's okay. It's good. It's not wow. Please bear with me a moment. I need to check the text because I had a leak. Plumbing leak. You guys, it is Tuesday and I have already had a week and it's Tuesday. Let me check this text real quick because okay, it's not him. I had to pay the handyman because he's coming to fix a leak outside. Can we do story time real quick while we're waiting for this? Okay, I have 3 minutes. I can tell you story time, which I think, in my opinion, is very prophetic. You guys, this is what I want. Let me get my Daenerys out here. Daenerys. Tell me in the comments what you think this means. Here's the truth. Over 10 years ago, I bought off of Amazon Prime the 10-year lifespan wall fire alarm mounts. And 3 years ago, do the math, they just quit working. And so I took them off the wall and I set them aside. You're supposed to mail it in. Really, Amazon? So in order to honor the warranty, you mail in the broken defunct. These didn't last 10 years. It only lasted 7 years. I'm supposed to mail it in. I never did. I have had these dead one. I don't know where the other one is. Anywho, here's what I want your opinion on. I had an old dead fire alarm detector. I finally threw it out on Sunday. And yesterday, Monday, it just started working again. What's it all about, Alfie? What does it mean? I think it's supernatural. I don't even know what it means. Though, is it sounding an alarm? Is it be alert? Is it wake up? It is just so, in my opinion, wild that here is this been dead for over 3 years, hasn't worked. I finally throw it away, and all of a sudden the fire alarm begins beeping. And every morning I take the dog out, usually like a 3 to 5 mile walk, run, whatever we feel like. And I got a message from next door. And she's like, oh my gosh, the fire alarm's going. Really? And so there's no smoke. Where I'm walking, running, I could look and see my house and see if there was smoke. So like, oh, please, Lord, no fires in the house. Point being, let me know in the comments what you think. I'm just generally curious. Okay, this wig, I love dressing up as Daenerys. And this shirt, I don't know. This is just cute. I don't know. Is it too much for sushi? What do you think? Anywho, keep moving. I got sidetracked there for a minute. What we're going to do is mash this. I need to check the chat. That is not thick enough. This is, okay, there's 10 minutes left to the roast. I'm going to pause the timer because I want to take the lid off. So, pause. Remove the lid so that it can just be out fresh. I don't know. And by the way, if you see me fussing with my gloves, this one was like Better Homes and Gardens mitt, and I think I could hold on to SpaceX Dragon Rocket and not get burned. This is a $1.25 tree mitt, and I could put outside in the sunshine and get burned. So here we go. I am going to grab some of the juice. Okay. Back in. This is what we look like so far. Oh my gosh, it is looking so good. Final 10. We used up all of our butter and honey sauce. This was so simple. You and anybody you know could do this. Let's go ahead and lick the pot. Good. It's good. And because we are cleaning while we're... Hi, guys. Let me swing you back around here. Swinging you back around. I don't know if you can see it in the background or why I waited so long. I finally bought Colonel Jack O'Neill. Can you see it right there? This is Grandma's Tupperware juice container from like 1970. Still works. I don't know if you can see it right there. Oh, he loves it. Cats love fresh water. So I'm going to grab the soap. Thank you for bearing with me while I clean as we cook. Did anybody answer me? Oh, I can't touch the chat. I got sticky hands. Tamari! Are you guys watching Alien Earth on Hulu? I am the biggest Alien fan there is. Jonesy, Ripley, Bishop. Thank you for bearing with me while I clean while we go, because honestly, I need to put in more work today, and I am going to eat with Grandma, enjoy the show, and then literally go back to work. So working remote has so many blessings and benefits, but at the same time, when they're like, we need you to put in more hours, the quota's not being met, there's no saying like, oh, I don't have a babysitter, I can't get back. Because literally I just had to open the laptop. Oh, I see a comment. Hold on. Tamari! We're almost done. Oh. Okay, I got the messy hands, but I don't want to miss it. Frenchies. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Frenchies. Damari. YouTube. Frenchie's been watching the Alien Earth. What are you guys doing with your life? On YouTube, I love watching the little clips of the coming, because you know what's not happening on Hulu? They're not, do you guys remember this? Raise your hand. Do you remember at the, keep eye on the time, raise your hand. There used to be a sneak peek preview of next week's episode on so many network television shows. Streaming shows don't seem to do that. So I get my sneak peek coming up next week on YouTube. And so, what? Frenchies, if you haven't watched the show and you don't think you will, you can still listen. If you think you're going to watch the show, spoiler alert, like plug your ears by holding your nose. Frenchies, I love the eyeball. I love her. I am curious, was Eyeball like the queen of her colony on her planet, and she was just minding her own business and got snatched up into a specimen container and put on a ship, and 65 years later, why is she alive 65 years later, sent to Earth? Feasible cheese! Okay, it's YouTube. Feasible Chaos is saying, I have a crazy story for you about the live you posted yesterday, I think. You guys, I'm so hungry. I don't think the brain is even touching anymore. Frenchies, thank you for sharing that you watch Alien Earth too, because I'm watching it and I love it. And here's the thing about something we're missing, my opinion, culturally, is that we used to all watch Cheers on a Tuesday night. We all watched Seinfeld on Thursday night. Y'all watched Dallas on a Friday night. I would get up late and like look over the couch while my parents were watching it, because as a kid, oh, Feasible Chaos, we're finishing this recipe. I'm gonna take it over to Grandma and we are gonna like get set up and eat our Westeros meal. Anywho, I'm so off topic. Thank you, Frenchies, for sharing that you watch and Feasible Chaos. Right now, I'm only doing lives Tuesdays at 2 because I am on a full-time remote contract gig. God bless it. I'm so grateful for the income, though I think I just enjoy cooking and cooking live. but I have like a 9-to-5 job, and I have to do more work today. Oh my gosh. I'm so grateful for the money. And then Feasible Chaos. What happened? I wasn't on live yesterday, but I posted yesterday. Old Valerian. Who's watching the food? We're talking. I do love it, Feasible Chaos. I do. I do love it. Okay, we're going to finish a quick cleanup. Those just have to be rinsed. They're soapy clean. I need to, if you have a link, share it with me. I want like it could be any of the dragons. I want a cooking apron. Do you remember when I was doing Tastemakers Live for TikTok last summer? I would always put my apron on because I just go weep when I need to dry my hands or clean my hands, or I just use the apron. But this is my Daenerys dress, so I can't. I need a cooking apron is what I'm saying. And I think the Daenerys wig needs a hair wig because this stuff is flying everywhere. It's kind of gross. Let's get this bird out. Put Daenerys in back. And Faithlyn, thank you for coming in. Oh, on YouTube, you guys, Alexandre says, that wig looks rough. Ooh, ciao. Alexandre, if you think this wig looks rough, you should try wearing it. It feels rough. Here we go. And my long story about the eyeball in Alien Earth, I think she is very highly intelligent. She just doesn't communicate with lips or vocal cords because she doesn't have it. And I haven't found anything online about the backstory of the creatures. And don't even get me started with how Wendy or Marcy can communicate with that baby xenomorph. And can you imagine how scared that baby xenomorph is all alone in that cage? No mama. All she has is Wendy. All right, here we go. Bird's coming out. Okay, those need to cool. I'm going to bring it over and show you. And when you see that brown crackling skin, take a deep breath. Oh, there's the beep. Everything's turned off. It's okay to admit in the comments if you like the crackling. If you're into Atkins and you were going to pull the skin off of one chicken leg and wrap it around another chicken leg and eat it, I personally do not really like the skin unless it is super crispy crackling like a potato chip level. So I'm going to bring it over here for you to look at. And when you're like, oh my gosh, it's burnt. No, actually, it's just, in my opinion, it's just right. I'm going to bring it over to show you and then put it back. Oh, the smell is amazing. It looks good. I'm going to grab the meat thermometer. But don't be scared when you see that skin, because in my world, it might be in your world too. I don't like floppy bacon. I prefer crispy bacon where you bite it, it goes and breaks everywhere. And I like crispy skin, and I rarely eat the skin anyhow. Let's get the meat thermometer. I'm over here in the drawer. Who knows where the meat thermometer is? I got it. I got it. Let me bring that back over. And we'll do it together. If you've never done this before, it's so easy. Can everybody see? Everybody see? I got a meat thermometer. Go ahead and give it a rinse. Some meat thermometers will come with a protective sheath or casing. Mine doesn't, and it gets thrown in what could very well be called a junk drawer. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Can you see it zeroed out? Now, oh, it's all 99 degrees in the house. Two things. You're supposed to put it, can you see, in the top of the thigh and go down to the bone. Oh, this little chicken, it went right through. Oh, my temperature is 196. It needs to be minimum 160. I never really trust the whole, when the juices run clear. Do you have one of these, Damar? Better be using it. 196. Ooh, that smell. There's two things I'm smelling, and one I wish you could, the other you're fine if you don't. The smell of the berry burning on the burner, and then now let's do this other leg. Second bird coming in. That's interesting, 184. One bird where the leg was higher, closer towards the roasting lid, is actually, thank you for the likes, is actually hotter than the other leg. Let me go ahead and just really get it into the center. Okay, center of the bird coming into 195, 196. Okay, those are definitely done, ready to cool. This sauce has been a hint of a nightmare. There is our cinnamon stick. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out. Trash is right below me. It is finally thick and syrupy. It needs to be like seriously mashed. Let's get it thin. By the time I find the masher, we could have ate already. Let's give it a taste. So I'm in the process of packing up and moving, and I don't know where stuff is. I think it needs more sugar, honestly. It's not bad. Let's clean this, and we're going to taste the sauce on our birds, and then we're going to get one out and plate it. I swear, do you guys watch Mama Gail? I don't know if she's on YouTube. On TikTok, do you guys watch Mama Gail? I love her. And when she first started, her grandson got her started on TikTok doing cooking videos. She would never plate it and show you it or taste it. And every video, I was one of the people who commented, you gotta plate it. You gotta taste it for us. So I am going to taste whatever is in. I will save that juice, you guys, because I will make it into a gravy, put it over potatoes. Tomorrow's dinner. Oh, yeah. Ah, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's push this bird away. Somebody mind the timer. It technically needs at least 10 minutes to rest. We all understand why, correct? Because when it's cooking, the meat goes and it swells from the heat, and it's cooking, and it's so good. And then all of the juices are pressed. I don't know if this is a very scientific reason, but when it rests and begins to cool, the juices that were pushed out in the swelling of the cooking begin to seep back into the meat, and it will be a flavorful, more moist, more delicious, yummier piece of meat if you will just let it rest. And sometimes it's hard to let it rest. Ooh, hold on. YouTube, hold on right there. You'll take yours, well done. Okay. Cornish hens, yes, feasible chaos. I know you're just jumping in, and if you haven't seen this doodah yet, it's because I am similar to the blog and the movie Julie and Julia. I am cooking my way through the official Westeros cookbook. The first video, we made all the spices, the Dornish, the Essos, the Old Valerian. Last week we did dragon's eggs. That was really good, by the way. This week we're doing honeyed game birds, which was found on, the Targaryen and Valerian's pre-wedding feast. And you can make bramble sauce or like a gravy. I picked the sauce, the berry. So anywho, that's what we're doing. And yes, the recipe calls for Cornish hens, but you could do it with a whole chicken. You could do it with just a turkey breast. Do what you want. Wildebeest, do it. Do what you want. Because the spices are the important part. And yes, it's just a Cornish hen. And then Frenchies, you're saying that you think so. That eyeball is so brilliantly smart. We have 2 topics going on. And yes, we're going to plate. But to finish my ramble on how much I'm liking Alien Earth, I feel like when they spent $250 million, let that sink in. When they spent $250 million on Alien Earth as an 8-episode series, when I'm looking at the show, I think that money is on the screen. And I feel like I just want to... The producers, the production, the writers, do not take 3 years. Wednesday season 2. Do not take 3 years. Like, I'll watch it when it comes out, but you'll lose my love, and you don't want to lose my love. Let's get a plate. Oh, Feasible Chaos. You had a Cornish hen every year on your birth. Isn't that fun? I think so. I just love eating. I love foods. I think for me, shrimp, like to have shrimp cocktail was always like the thing. Or Chateaubriand was like the thing to have for the birthday, like the fancy thing. Here we go. We're getting a plate. Oh, I wish I had, and it's somewhere in the stuff, like a gorgeous pewter plate that would be so Game of Thrones, but I don't. I have a Walmart Corel plate. Whee! We're going to pull a bird out. I got to get the tong fork thingies. Tong fork thingies is a technical term. I also want to mash that berry sauce a little bit more. Okay, now actually, yeah, this is getting to that consistency. In the book, it asked for using blackberries. So in Westeros, it's a brambleberry. In the United States, Arizona to be exact, it's a blackberry. If you didn't hear me say I was not spending $12.18 on 1 pound of Good and Gather organic blackberries at Target, so I used Grandma's morning smoothie berry mix. Again, you guys, it's cooking, it's fun. I've changed my mind. Originally, I'm like, let me get the immersion blender. Y'all know I'm not cleaning that. I want to watch Alien Earth, eat, and then I have to go back to work tonight. So grateful for the work. I was going to say something negative, but I'm grateful for the work. There we go. There we go. It's not as pretty as like a blackberry sauce. Oh, you could do any kind of berry sauce on this. Really. That is ready. Let us get a bird out. Oh, I missed a message. Oh, I don't know what I touched. I should not touch the screen. I don't know. Okay. Let me get this out. Oh. One other step that I missed is that the directions asked for you to truss your bird using kitchen twine. I don't know where anything is anymore, so I didn't have any kitchen twine. If you don't, it's okay. The point is so that these tips don't get burnt and so that these legs get tied up. It makes for a little bit prettier presentation. This is exciting to me, this crispy skin. My wing is cooking and falling off. I need to put some bramble sauce on it, and then will somebody take a screenshot for me? Please. I am going to drizzle the top with our brambleberry sauce. I don't know, it's not too pretty. Let me clean the plate. And where's the book? Somebody get ready to screenshot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Screenshot. 1, 2, 3. Screenshot. That is our honeyed game bird out of the official Westeros cookbook. You know what's next. This is what we're here for. Thank you, Frenchies. Would you please DM me that? That was Tina's idea. Tina Love and Will from Colorado is like, we should screenshot this. I'm like, never thought of it. Okay, the little arm just completely cooked off. Moving on. I'm gonna separate the leg. Have you guys been to medieval times where they serve these? Or maybe they do a quarter chicken now. I'm gonna get into the breast meat. I've got a bit of meat and a bit of sauce. It's scalding hot. Fresh out of the oven. 1, 2, 3. It's good. It's really, really good. I think it needs more salt. Oh, one thing, when you use this brand, yeah, super healthy, super minerals, super dense, but it's not salty like using Morton's. Now, this next bite, gross. Can you guys still see the pot? I'm going to dip it in the pot and get that butter. It's good. The Cornish hen. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for being with me today as I cook my way through this. TikTok, if you'll just hold a moment. We always say goodbye to YouTube first. So on that happy note, YouTube, this will be in the descriptions. Thank you for joining me so much. Just be looking over your shoulder just in case you hear Daenerys Targaryen cry out, Dracarys. I'll see you next week.